Logit expression. Okay, these are the possible expressions, and we have already done the expression and we found out that the beta value beta 0 is minus 10 and this is 0.5. This is something good. This is equation we got. Beta 0 is minus 10 and this is 0.5. We come to the thing that already did. But keep it for various values of x now, which is various values of and I want to plot and right. Very easy, just as plot. So let's say these are the possible values of x which you can have one different. This is the beta 0 and beta 1. So therefore, what is going to be the probability beta function of this? So it is ext this number plus this times this one divided by 1 plus ext this number plus this times c2, right? I'm going to go back to c2. Okay. And what I do is it's a good idea. I just was trying to do it on. So now let me just solve it. If we actually plot the Logit equation, this is how it is. X can be any value, minus infinity to plus infinity. So the lowest possible value, this is the cumulative probability value. What is the lowest possible value cumulative probability can get? Their approach is 0, but it is never 0. In this line you can appear that it is fixed 0, but if you can take it always to the approach 0, absolutely, but it is never 0. And it is a huge number, or because like 1 is a huge number, it will accurately approach 1, but it will never be equal to 1. So I can't solve the problem of if you are ever going out of 1, and we will also talk about this expression together. The issue is, have we seen this kind of cumulative loss before? Or have we seen cumulative distribution before? We will come back to that next. Right now we are saying it is not a unique level. Almost all probability cumulative loss is unique. They are not a unique level, it is two levels. We will come back. But what it tells me something very, very interesting. It says that there is something as non-linear. Why is it non-linear? Because it is not going in a straight line anywhere. There is a curve out here and there is a curve out here. Apart from the other less non-linearity which we cannot pick up in the linear, they are not certain that it is non-linear. So what does the non-linearity tell? Why is it important? Once we enter that, we will know that why was it. To understand that, let us pick up another example. I know that way. Suppose what we are trying to find out what the probability of an individual buying an house. And the only variable which we look at is annual income. Individual annual income, the household income. Okay? So let's say these are in terms of lakhs of 1 million, 1 lakh, less than that, less than 1 lakh, 40 years, or something over 40 years, 40 lakh. We get series of individuals, some of them have 4,000, some of them have 4,000. We plot them and we are in equation, and this is what we do. Issue is doesn't explain really that it will fall back. Is the non-linearity important? Now how do we answer? So let's start an individual whose income is let's say 1 lakh, let's say 2 lakh, or 1.5 lakh. The question to ask is, suppose the income of that individual went up by 10%. which means his income was, let's say, 1 lakh earlier, and went up by 10%. What does that mean? The income 1 lakh 10. Earlier, the individual had a probability of buying a house, now it was more interest. Now we have a new probability of buying a house. By the same, by whatever topic. So there is an increment. So we calculate from this one. We are similar. So let's pick up another individual whose income was, let's say, yearly income was 20 lakhs or 15 lakhs. Suppose that individual had 1 lakh rupee more income. So the way I am comparing it, the individual with 1 lakh rupee annual income, suppose he gets 1 lakh rupee per year. Now he becomes 2 lakh. And again, another individual who has 15 lakh rupee annual income, and now he has become 16 lakh, 1 lakh rupee. Both are higher probability of buying a house now. Are they going to be the same? Or are they going to be different? What are the institutions then? For an individual who has 1 lakh rupee, who are buying a house 15 below 50, and another 1 lakh rupee doesn't improve the probability of buying a house so long. You might get minimum threshold income, you will even dream about buying a house. On the other hand, an individual who has over 15 lakh rupees, all that kind of just about decision to buy a house, that 1 lakh rupees can increase the probability of buying a house.
Threshold level
or the threshold level. Which means, from year to year, if you increase 1 lakh rupees, the probability increases marginally. But if you increase the probability from somewhere from year to year, then the increase probability is much higher. Let's look at the individual who is 38 lakh. Just go to the buying house. If it is 39 lakh, what will happen to the income? It will not do much, because at 38 lakh, if you are not buying a house, there must be some other factors, because maybe already a house. It is not that 1 lakh rupees will give you the decision on the favor of buying a house. That's the non-linear individual. But at one extreme, an increase of 1 lakh rupees not going to change much. The other extreme, the increase of 1 lakh rupees going to change much, it will happen somewhere in the middle. Okay. If it is a linear probability model, what would that mean? That would be a straight line. So what does a straight line mean? That if we increase 1 lakh rupees for an individual whose income is 1 lakh, the incremental probability of buying a house would be same. If you go from 10 lakh to 11 lakh, 15 to 60 or 39 to 40. That clearly does not come. What was with any intuition. But this one does. And it is a non-linear nature in the probability. That you will find that there is an intermediate range where an increase of one unit index is going to increase the probability of y happening much more than one of the two. This graph, by the way, I got from W to 1 minus W. Okay. What was the story behind that? That the group set depends upon not only where you are now, but how far are you from the optimum level or maximum level of one. What is the intuition of between them? The same. The probability of finding out not only depends upon what is your current probability now. It also depends upon how far are you from the current probability. This individual is almost equal distance from the current probability. So this is 0.5. 0.5 individual has a maximum chance of probability increase when you are increasing it by 1. It is not really a high quantity individual. Why? Because in that formula, W into 1 minus W, if I now interpret W as P, then 1 minus P is always going to be equal to 0. That's why the incremental probability is not very high. For this individual, the P into 1 minus P, P is very low. 1 minus P is very high, but P is very low. Even for him, the incremental probability is not very high. For whom it is the maximum? The individual is equal to half because W into 1 minus W is deployed. It's just a function is maximum and beyond. So the individual with the probability of half, whatever is corresponding X to that, has the highest probability of okay. That's why what we try to do in input, whenever we do probability model, we try to be non-linear, not to solve the issue of going up or exceeding 1 or going below 0. So that one can artificially handle by the probability and I will get permutation here. So I should have said something like this, a straight line and then a line like this. Then the problem of exceeding 1 or less than 0. But what it doesn't want to show here, which this does, is that a straight line that is going to be a linear probability is not accurate. But certainly, some individuals are more likely with the same shock than others, depending on where they are. And that can only get captured when we do the non-linear probability. That's the reason why we are going to see something like logistic regression. So it's obviously from PR equals to beta 0 plus beta 1 exercise. We plus 1 plus beta 1 is just beta 1. That's what we are doing. Yeah.
Looking at this particular model, it seems to be very much like a deterministic kind of economics model. The moment you bring in behavioral issue, like especially I'm just putting in the context of the real estate bubble and the huge amount of the recession which is getting caused, will this also be able to capture that, or that kind of behavioral we will not be able to? Because there's price expectation issue, like when a lot of people are buying not because their income is high, but because they know that whatever asset I'm buying is going to increase in value.
No, so the way to do it is that in a classroom or computing, there is only one variable there, income. So if there is some other variable, or otherwise, you will bring x1 and x2 to handle that. Then even after doing that, you might have the model which is able to predict nothing because of the random shocks that to you. But that is nothing to do with logistic model. Logistic model takes averages with the decision determining what you get. If you have to ever predict a probability model, you will have to use a non-linear probability model and non-linear probability. That's the only problem. Even after using a non-linear probability model, you might not be able to predict anything. In fact, any real-life data on you have, and that's why we are able to check. You whatever the thing of predicting, it is very not a huge amount of accurate prediction area. And there are many reasons why not everything is done with the model. Some other issues for which you might get a very low predictive. But that's corporate and that's something that all models will equally not be able to do.
No, let me put the question another way. In this Japanese crisis or the East Asian crisis or the recent American crisis, have the people kind of used the linear probability or non-linear probability model and got into something which is kind of a more predictable kind of a behavior what they observed, and which is a standard model which are like could be the regression model or something else?
There are various ways to go about it. First, when we started, the probability models were done. Okay, all the logical expression has been there 1774. Okay, it got into the logic regression somewhere around 1960 or 1970. Okay, but even in that time, what we used to do in probability models are mostly linear probability. The reason why we did not use the logistic regression is what I will come next. That when you are trying to use this model estimation, there are some estimation techniques required which were not developed with that in 1960s. So people were making that. They knew theoretically what to be done, but they could not use them. So that was one part. Therefore, they resorted to a whole set of new models which are called scorecard approach. The scorecard approach does the following. It does not say that the y-axis is 1 or 2. It actually does the following. If you have x1 is 2, it will give a value of 1. That value of y can be anything from -10 to +500. If that y was a probability, then you have a problem. It has to be between 0 and 1. On the other hand, the scorecard is from -10 to +500. Then you interpret the following. If it is -10 to something, then the corresponding probability is 0.02. And then you grade that probability. This happened in 1961 with what is called the Altman-Less code, which was the first diagnostic model. So we have a whole series of scorecard models where we are trying to predict probability eventually, but the y variable is not probability but a proxy for probability. For example, if you are trying to make a model about somebody is poor or not, you are not trying to look at the person poor below the BPL or not, one and the other. What you are trying to predict is given particular characteristic, what is the person's annual expenditure. Now, if the prediction of expenditure is below the threshold level, then that person is poor. That is scorecard approach. So, a lot of people use scorecard approach. So, that is the That is the de facto model and the system, that's the de facto model. De facto model to explain can't explain, but it is not clear that which one will do better, logic or de facto, or the de facto model, both are. It will be both. The issue why logic, most people prefer logic over the de facto model. What you do in de facto model is the following. You say if the output code is set to -10 to -8, then that particular code is set to 0.8. It does not distinguish between -8.5 and -8.1. In a probability, for every household, it's a unique combination. One can always ask why we need. We like to know because of the post there. Why is it issue? Why do we need it? The practical issue. Let's talk about the default probability which the banks are trying to calculate. Why do the banks need my exact probability of default? Because once calculating the exact interest rate which is getting, bank can charge me 6.75% and can charge her 6.78%. 6.75 or 6.78 is exactly what is the probability of default in exact rate. So it's that bank needs to do marketing. In all of the scorecard models of marketing, you are losing that fine tuning. But people do biggest kind of problem. As far as the technique of predicting probability model, we have to use non-linear probability model. And there is no kind of going around the problem. And we have to use non-linear probability model. We actually can convert to 1 and convert to 0. So it cannot be that easy, because that will never give an accuracy property. And we have to convert to 1. It has to base. It has to also start from 0. We have to use non-linear probability model. The linear probability model is just not used anymore.
Can we use also categorical variables as an explanatory?
For
example, this income, sometimes it's not possible to.
We can understand.
Also, I was thinking, other than management, economics and finance, this is very useful in biosciences like medicine, So like bacteria,
Of course. And those are the things I want to discuss after. So I will try to have a definition that we will discuss certain things which you want to know but never find in text. Things which I have found not in textbooks but learned in hard. And that's why I want to answer these two questions. We do have textbooks, but some these kind of completely overlooked. And I think they are extremely important. And because of bioscience, and also because we should try to give up, give two separate examples to make them become smart. But this is what is the logic model.